What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and we will talk about Dusan Vlahovic, the Fiorentina striker, is on Liverpool's radar. Liverpool want to move for him in the January transfer window, the Daily Mirror and other newspapers are reporting, and he scored an incredible 21 goals in 40 games for Fiorentina last season, and he's also only 21 years old, so Liverpool are considering a move for the wonder kid Dusan Vlahovic, who has previously insisted that he can compete with star striker Erling Haaland when it comes to numbers and also when it comes to going to the very top of European football. So let me know what do you think about this news in the comments below, and we will talk about Jurgen Klopp being at Liverpool for 6 years, Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah, and all kinds of Liverpool related news will be in this video. So if you enjoy these videos, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I want to say a huge thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring my channel for this month. OneFootball is the home of football, my favorite app. I've been using it for years. You can find all kinds of football news on there, and also you can find the stats, the latest transfer news. I've been going there almost every day checking the Liverpool transfer news because they combine the best and most interesting transfer news and football news. And you can find also interesting videos, stats, analysis, fantasy football tips, and all kinds of interesting football related content on the OneFootball apps, and it's completely free. So what are you waiting for? Make sure to download OneFootball using the link in the video's description, and you support the channel as well that way. And Vlahovic was very good even 2 seasons ago, where he scored 8 goals in 34 games. For a 19-year-old, those are good numbers, but last season 21 goals in 40 games and 21 goals in 37 games in the Serie A is absolutely staggering. And this season he hasn't stopped. He has 6 goals in 8 games, an absolutely incredible return, 4 goals in 7 games in the Serie A, and he still hasn't signed a new contract, so his current deal lasts until 2023, so another 2 years, and it previously looked like a deal might be struck. The situation has turned very sour and fractious. Fiorentina's president suggested the player's entourage had no serious interest in signing a new contract, and according to the Tuttosport news outlet, he rejected a €4 million deal, a year deal, which would have made him the highest earner in the club's history. And normally if he had another 3 or 4 years on this contract, Liverpool would have to pay a huge amount of money, 50, 60, 70 million pounds, but because he only has 2 years left and Fiorentina is under pressure to sell him either in the January transfer window or next summer, then Liverpool could take advantage of the situation, and these stalling contract talks have led to growing interest from around Europe. And you want a young striker to have confidence, and Dusan Vlahovic has that in abundance, because he said about Erling Haaland, yes, Haaland is faster than me, but for everything else we compete and we are on the same level, and that is a bold claim. And beyond the Premier League, even Juventus, Atletico Madrid and AC Milan are all monitoring the situation, so there could be a little bit of a bidding war. But if Liverpool move in early and strike a deal right now, I think we could get ahead of the curve, ahead of the queue, and broker a deal with Fiorentina. Of course, Fiorentina wouldn't want to sell him on the cheap, but they also wouldn't want to lose him for absolutely nothing 2 years from now or 1.5 years from now. So the pressure is on Fiorentina right now because Vlahovic still hasn't signed a new contract, and it's clear that he doesn't want to stay at Fiorentina because he has no chance of winning trophies. He wants to play for the Italian national team, he wants to play in the Champions League, he wants to compete for trophies and titles, and Liverpool would be the perfect place for that. Sorry, not the Italian national team, he's from Serbia, he was born in Belgrade, so he will play for the Serbian national team. He's already a Serbian international, scoring 4 goals in 11 games, so of course I apologize, he doesn't have an Italian name, it's just my mistake. Vlahovic turns 22 years old in January, so he has his best years ahead of him, and Liverpool need to sign an attacking player. I think it's pretty evident that Salah, Mane and Firmino won't last forever, especially Mane and Firmino. Maybe they are already on the decline, that's debatable. Salah is definitely not. Salah still has a good 2, 3, 4 years at the top. but I think Vlahovic could be another Diogo Jota type of signing, and he scored a winning goal for Serbia in a 1-0 win over Luxembourg in a World Cup qualifying. So he's in red hot form, Vlahovic. He already has 6 goals for Fiorentina, and now he's scoring for Serbia as well. And yes, the Fiorentina president Rocco Commisso said that Vlahovic turned down a contract offer that would have made him the highest paid player in Fiorentina's history, and there will be no more contracts offered to him apparently, meaning he's expected to leave at least next summer. And he was the subject of transfer bids from Atletico Madrid and Tottenham, but he chose to remain at Fiorentina. I think he realized he at least wants to get another year under his belt at Fiorentina, where he plays every week, and then I think Vlahovic will be ready for the big stage. And I really hope that, I mean, if he turns down Tottenham, I think he would accept the move to Liverpool. And here there are a lot of reasons why Vlahovic would be a perfect signing for Liverpool. His age, like most players FSG have invested in, this will play a huge part in any consideration, and FSG are smart, shrewd businessmen, and also Liverpool have to act very smartly in the transfer window. We don't have unlimited transfer budget, obviously. Dusan Vlahovic is young, he is exciting, and he has the ability to get even better under a manager like Jurgen Klopp. And the resale value on Dusan Vlahovic would be absolutely huge, and I'm sure FSG and Liverpool will take that into consideration. So from a financial standpoint, Dusan Vlahovic fits the bill, and also he is on only £28,000 per week. And at Liverpool, I mean, fringe players are on that wage, or young players. So I think that it would be pretty easy for Liverpool to offer him like double or triple of his current salary, and still he would fit into the Liverpool wage bill pretty easily. And he's also a pretty tall, pretty robust, muscular player. He's 6'2" tall, and imagine that Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson whipping balls in for Dusan Vlahovic. That would be a pretty awesome sight. He's mainly left-footed, but he can score with his right foot as well, so he is a very versatile player. He can score all types of goals. And also his playing style is pretty much perfect for Jurgen Klopp's system, even though Fiorentina is not playing a high-pressing, gegen-pressing playing style. Dusan Vlahovic is pressing 13 times per 90 minutes for Fiorentina, and considering that Firmino presses 18 times per 90 minutes for Liverpool, that's a pretty awesome number from Vlahovic, considering that Fiorentina are not playing a high-pressing style. So I think Vlahovic would fit in at Liverpool pretty well. And Liverpool, having not spent a huge amount of money, I think we have transfer budget left over, and Vlahovic would cost around 40 to 50 million pounds maximum. I think Liverpool can more than afford that, because we sold so many players in the summer. I think Liverpool have money left over, and now that, you know, the fans are back in stadiums, Liverpool's finances look much more stable, and Liverpool can put more money into the transfer budget for the January transfer window. And even Jurgen Klopp admitted that he would consider signing a striker or an attacker in the January transfer window if it's required for Liverpool, and if it makes Liverpool better. And Curtis Jones, probably Liverpool's most informed midfielder right now, has suffered a groin injury, and he also missed out the England under-21 game against Slovenia because he missed training because of the groin injury, and he had 5 assists and 1 goal in a run of 3 games in a row where he played. And that's good that the England under-21s are not risking Curtis Jones, but that's a concern for Liverpool, that we could have another injured player. Thiago is already out injured, and now that it looks like Fabinho, Alisson and Firmino will miss Liverpool's game against Watford because of the travel restrictions coming back from Brazil, having played internationals, which I think is absolutely nonsense, that they are traveling 3 times in 3 months to the other part of the world to play South American World Cup qualifiers. But that's the case, and I think that Liverpool need as many fit midfielders as possible for that game. And Josh Williams has commented brilliantly on Jurgen Klopp's past 6 years at Liverpool and how Liverpool's playing identity has evolved. He said, with every passing season, Jurgen Klopp has added another layer to Liverpool's weaponry. Crosses, throw-ins, long passes, overlapping runs, counter-attacks from deep. The counter-pressing identity of the Liverpool has persisted, but while expanding and strengthening with the arrival of Thiago in the summer of 2020, personifying the tactical shift. A delicate product of Barcelona's youth academy, Thiago was a controller rather than an instigator of disorder. The Spanish midfielder was once a favorite of Guardiola during his time at Bayern. He was the kind of player that Jurgen Klopp's approach was designed to foster. At Anfield, he joined to become a conductor of Jurgen Klopp's organized chaos. I think that fits pretty well Liverpool's playing style. And ex-Liverpool player Javier Mascherano referenced how Liverpool have adopted elements of Guardiola's ideas in their search for a more well-rounded armory, citing positional play as a reason behind their dominance. The initial transition game that Jurgen Klopp promised to formulate has matured, and the attack that was once one-dimensional is now multifaceted. He has changed the club during his 6-year tenure, but the club have changed him just as much. And I think that's a pretty brilliant explanation of Jurgen Klopp's past 6 years. And Michael Thomas, another former Liverpool striker, has claimed that Mo Salah is comparable to a number of elite talents in football. He said you can't fault Salah in what he has brought to the club since arriving. His goal and assist record is amazing, and this is someone that plays largely out wide on the wing. He has scored important goals, he has been part of a team that won the Premier League title after 30 years, the Champions League. I don't like to compare him to Messi or Ronaldo, as I think they are in a league of their own. But then there is a small list of players just below Messi and Ronaldo. Neymar, Mbappe, Haaland, Benzema, Lewandowski and Salah is definitely right up there in the same category. And once Messi and Ronaldo retire, Salah could actually be in line to be the next best player in the world if he continues this incredible run of goal-scoring form. Of course, age is not on his side. He's also 30 years old now, or becoming 30 years old very soon. But he still has a good 5-6 years. I mean, if Ronaldo can stay in shape at 36 and still score goals in the Premier League, why couldn't Salah do the same? Salah is as fit as a fiddle, and I think he keeps him very well nourished, and I think he has a great team around him. He's one of the most professional players on and off the pitch. And Jurgen Klopp said that there is one thing he would change about football, and that is how we use VAR right now. He said the clear and obvious error, that's not right, because what is a clear and obvious error? It's right or wrong. The ref could see it maybe like this, and it's not about us, it's in general. We now have a situation, there is a foul, and then the referee says play on, and then you see the whole world is clear, no, it was a foul. The clear and obvious and the understanding, I would change it immediately. The one in the office says no, it was a foul, bam, foul, and go back for the free kick or a penalty, whatever, just for that, and it would make things so much easier. Now we have everyone thinks it was a mistake by the referee, which isn't a problem, it happens as the game is so quick. But you have another guy in the office who sees it better, and now he says, now I don't want to overrule him. Where's the problem? It's all about the right decision, nothing else. So to delete this little phrase, clear and obvious error, that's the one thing that he would change about football, and I think that's a very good idea, and I think it would improve VAR. But VAR is in its infancy, so hopefully as it goes on and on, it would be hopefully improved every season. He also celebrated his 20th year as a coach in 2021, and he said, don't take life too seriously. I know it's important to all of us, but people make a massive fuss of football, so in a lot of moments where I think, come on, it's still a game, don't forget that. I know we get punished in situations where it's like managers get sacked and so many things happen in the world and in football, so I think very often, calm down, don't take it too seriously, it's still a game. I knew that from the beginning, but meanwhile I live it and I love it. And we love you, Jurgen Klopp. Let's hope he stays beyond his contract, but even if he doesn't, this has been one of the most amazing rides the Liverpool fans have ever experienced, so I'm really happy that I can enjoy that and discuss that with you guys on my channel. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later, good night.